Sonic Sex Shadow Generations, duh! This game existing is the reason why all the wise guys wanted to talk about the other version of this beloved title. Because yes, while we all know Sonic Generations and are hyped that Shadow Generations is here too, god damn I'm late. Well, at least the DLC just came out by the time I'm writing the script. The game has officially 3 versions of itself. That's almost as many versions as there are for Sonic 3D Blast. And that game came out 30 fucking years ago! Anyway, the 3DS is home to a lot of Sonic games, and surprisingly, not a single one of them is good, except for ports. Wait, what the hell? You aren't supposed to be here! The bush is getting beat too much, so I'll say it. You read the title. Sonic Generations for the Nintendo 3DS. The version of Gens that still didn't put in a stage from the first half of Sonic 3. Fuck that game, am I right? This game is mid, okay? I said the thing from the thumbnail. And the main reason this game isn't really up to snuff is due to its frustrating level design and gameplay mechanics due to the developer, Dimps.
Fuck you!
As well as other very interesting design choices I'll get into shortly. So allow me to get into it! Let's review Sonic Generations' interesting 3DS version that everyone so happens to be talking about right now. Including me. So, Sonic Gens is one of the pivotal games in the series. I remember getting the game on Xbox 360 when I was like 6 or 7 years old, and I think my cousin had the 3DS version. You poor soul. So I've known about this one for a very long time. I've just never beaten it until, December 10th, 2024? Okay, sure. But because this game was developed by Dimps, it sucks major dick and balls because Dimps is so hit or miss. They make bangers like Sonic Rush, and then release total dookie dog water like Sonic Lost World for 3DS, and Dragon Ball Xenoverse 2. I like Dragon Ball Xenoverse 2, by the way. But why am I being so mean to this game, though? It hasn't even been 3 minutes yet, probably. Well, ladies and gentlemen, it's because it's worse than console gens in almost every way, and even outside of comparing them, it's still not that great. And one way that probably doesn't matter to you is the story! So it's Sonic's 20th birthday, so all of his friends, that being Tails and no one else, decide to surprise him with a birthday party! Ain't no party like a Sonic party. Except this purple guy shows up and puts Sonic and Tails into a void full of locations from past adventures. Oh, and Shadow too, apparently. Since time is involved, the past versions of Sonic and Tails get involved into this as well, leading to both Sonics having a blast through the levels from the past and future, restoring their color and collecting the 7 Chaos Emeralds to save time itself. Oh no! It really isn't that deep though, despite it sounding like it. Classic Sonic learns the homing attack from his older self after only the first set of levels though. What the fuck, Dimps?
We don't care. Let me tell you, we don't care.
The story and dialogue for a large chunk is almost one-to-one with the console version of the game. No, I'm not talking about that one. At the end of the game, though, it's revealed that the Eggman from the past and present have controlled the purple thing and are using that to alter time. So the Sonics transform to defeat it because Super Sonic is just that broken. Am I right, Sonic Frontiers? It's a really simple story because Pontac and Graf wrote it. And I'll let it slide this time because, like, it's Sonic Generations, bro. The funny game about 2 Sonics running around being goofy. And Shadow's there too! But like actually this time, see there he is. There's rival fights in this game, no way! Where this game differs from its other versions are actually the levels that the Sonics travel to. All versions have Green Hill, but like, that's Green Hill.
It's looking a lot more like Sand Hill right now.
Every other zone is exclusive to this version of the game, and that is inherently a W. It's just a shame that Dimps made the level design. Never let these guys touch a Sonic game again! We've got awesome level picks such as Emerald Coast from Sonic Adventure and Water Palace from Sonic Rush. They should have went all in with the handheld game picks, but unfortunately, Radical Highway isn't on the Sega Game Boy Advance. What? No amount of therapy will ever make this moment okay. But before I move on, I'd like to say that I wish Classic Sonic actually did talk in this version of the game. The only reason he didn't talk before was because they couldn't get a voice actor for him. But like, this game's all text, so you know. I don't know, they could have just had him say a couple things. At least don't make him be like fucking Luigi. The gameplay. say it like that. Introducing the all-new 3D. This game takes Sonic to the next level with... Huh? Wait, Generations on console supports 3D too? So you're saying that the selling point of playing in 3D is horseshit? Well, isn't that something? That's another point off your exam, Gems 3DS. The graphics are pretty good though, honestly. Almost reminds me of something like Sonic Unleashed, but aside from the technical stuff. This game has you playing as two Sonics with slightly different twists to each gameplay. Dimps were scared of making a 3D Sonic game on a handheld at the time, so both Sonics play in 2D, with modern Sonic having shifting dynamic camera angles. Whoa! And classic Sonic is just classic Sonic. He has the spin dash and the homing attack. Modern Sonic has the boost and the stomp. The slide sucks, I don't want to talk about that. The Sonics really don't play that much differently from each other, and the lack of customizable abilities in this game makes for less replay value when trying to get better times. Don't know why I'd want to replay these levels anyway though. Yeah, this game suffers from Dimp's crazy, wacky level design quirks, such as bottomless pits. Okay, that one was just me being dumb. And the absolutely horrid enemy placement at times. I mean, how the fuck are people supposed to react to this gun robot? Radical Highway in general is such a shitty level. I'm glad Shadow Generations has a good version of it. Some levels in this game are actually really good though, like both acts of Emerald Coast and Tropical Resort. I had a lot of fun with them. And even Mushroom Hill Zone too. It was also pretty nice. Even if Act 1 was just copy and pasted from Sonic and Knuckles. Actually, that goes for all the classic levels. Did they just not have enough time to make original designs for the Act 1s? Look, okay, I get it. Sega just made you guys develop this game last second. They're good at doing that. But that doesn't give you an excuse to keep the fucking checkpoint at the end of the level! Oh. Yeah, this game's ranking system is not as generous as the other version. In fact, I got C ranks sometimes, and you like, never see those animations normally. It's like that in the Sonic Rush games and Colors DS though, so it's just kind of a thing that is in these games really, being hard-ass fucking S ranks, but I digress. Still, I guess you do have something going for you, little one. The rival fights suck though. I don't know if it was a Sonic Rivals reference or what, but racing all three hedgehogs was just a little annoying, honestly. I did like the silver race though, and it was really close too. The slide was useful. I mean, did you see that? Oh my god, I hit him with the slide attack, dude. But it ain't Sonic Generations without a couple of iconic boss fights into the mix, like Big Arms.
Oh yeah, get ready for Dr. Robotnik's Mean Bean Machine.
They actually did represent the first part of Sonic 3. The boss dies in like 50 seconds though. And on the opposite side of the spectrum, the frickin' Bio Lizard takes too long to kill, my god! I also just kept getting hit by him, which means the fight is bad, not me. Why does Shadow Gen steal so much from the 3DS version? Is it because the 3DS version is secretly good? A hidden gem? No. Egg Emperor from Heroes was pretty nice though. Sonic also does the Frontiers boost thing from that one cutscene in this boss fight, and like, I mean, that's pretty neat, I guess, whatever.
Shut up!
This game is pretty good when it wants to be alright, I can admit that. But I hate how each act of Water Palace falls off near the end. Like, goddamn, are the YouTube comments right about something for once? The last thing we gotta talk about are the special stages. And I'm not even gonna lie, they're easily the best part of the game. They play in 3D. They're based on Heroes, except you can actually control yourself this time. And they got banger music. What more could you want? It's like Sonic 3D Blast on the Sega Saturn. Why are both of these games' best qualities the goddamn special stages? I usually hate playing these things.
Stop posting about Sonic 3D Blast.
I know they're supposed to be easier in this game because getting the emeralds is kind of required to even beat the game. But also, I'm just really good at video games, so I got an S rank on every one. Ignore that one down there. And don't call me a liar, asshole. The content. I was just kidding about you being an asshole in that last section. But anyway, in total, this game has 7 levels with 2 acts, being Green Hill, Casino Night, Mushroom Hill, Emerald Coast, Radical Highway, Water Palace, and Tropical Resort, because I realized I didn't actually say all the levels in order yet. Which isn't bad. That's only 2 less than the HD version if I'm comparing shit. Special stages are also a really nice addition, and makes more sense to go through than taking emeralds from our rivals. Why did they even have the emeralds anyway? Okay, well, you know why Shadow had one. The bosses are pretty unique and represent each area well. Except for Egg Emperor, I don't know what you're doing with DS Tropical Resort. The final boss though, man, it's actually so much better in the 3DS version of the game. Holy
Fuck, Stewie.
massive W. I love how you can actually tell what the fuck you're supposed to do in the fight. And the purple thing can attack you? It's the time eater for anyone getting pissed off I haven't said its name properly yet. And outside of the main single player experience, there's local and online play that I straight up can't do for reasons I shouldn't get into. The main meat and potatoes that we got here are the missions! Every Sonic Generations has missions, and they all have one thing in common. They're either good or annoying as fuck, but not mandatory. And the missions in this game are usually just to get a certain amount of rings here, or complete the stage without losing a life there. And it's kind of the same thing for each stage. It's basically a Among Us task in Sonic. And because of that, I've only played a few of them. But you know what? That's enough for me. When you do missions, you unlock rewards like artwork and music. Cute shit like that. So I guess other characters do exist in this game in some capacity. Outside of me not wanting to play the time attack, that's pretty much Sonic Generations for Nintendo 3DS. It's a little game, a bite-sized game, a 3DS game, if you will. A game that really doesn't celebrate the history of Sonic's handheld adventures, even though Dimps made the advanced games too, but sure guys, I can already tell you were quirky when making this game. I completely forgot to mention that they used the Wisp from Colors DS, an objectively better game. Why am I so fucking mean to this game? Oh my god. Maybe the real Generations were the friends that we've made along the way. It's kinda sad to say, but Sonic Generations is the peak definition of mid. It's a game that is so hit or miss, I said it again, and fails to do a lot of things correctly, while succeeding in other aspects, making a mixed bag of a video game. And yes, I meant Gen's 3DS. Duh, do I have to say 3DS every time? I can have fun on some levels and absolutely rage playing others. I'm glad I didn't have my mic on playing Radical Highway because that level's genuinely awful.
Know your fucking place.
It's definitely not the most mid Sonic game though, I'll tell you that much. This game is more so of a novelty at this point than anything else, and that's because Generations is so popular, especially with the release of Sonic X Shadow Generations. Everyone and their mom, grandma, uncle, fathers, and stepsisters are playing this damn game, and I guarantee you, if that game didn't get ported, nobody would be talking about this goofy ass game. People only cared before because of the frickin' Big Arms remix. Don't tell me that shit isn't awesome! The craziest thing about everything I said regarding this game is that, well, it's still the best Sonic game on 3DS. Shut up! Can you believe that? Why is there so much bullshit on this thing? We got Lost World 3DS, Sonic Boom Shattered Crystal and Fire and Ice, and Mario and Sonic Rio 2016 on the thing. Holy shit! Imagine if Sonic Forces got a 3DS port! Seriously, why does Classic Sonic have the homing attack? You unlock that like really late into HD gens. That's fucking stupid, man.
You are gay.